What's on, guys? Jason here, back to my channel, and tonight I'll be doing a review for WWE Friday Night Smackdown, and the little bit delayed due to going to the apartment. There's a why is because the rain was so bad earlier today and stuff, and yeah, the weather was crazy. Anyways, it was raining, so we couldn't barely do anything today. So so yeah, we're not in the apartment yet. Just letting you guys know, but tomorrow will be the final time making this video in this room. So yeah. So anyways, I can see the right here, the black shelf right here is empty and stuff, and again with the no shelf right here. So yeah. Anyways, tonight will be the last video for in this room. Anyways, let's go and get to it then. Now with the whole dramatic sadness and stuff. We're ahead with the Queen of the Ring, Bianca Belair versus Tiffany Stratton. The theme for Bianca Belair hits, and out comes the EST of WWE to a nice pop from the Jacksonville crowd for our opening contest. One half the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions sells inside the square circle for our first of two Queen of the Ring tournaments scheduled for tonight's show. Oh, anyway, just so you guys know, see this black thing right here? This covers the microphone. Just so you guys know, I kind of forgot I had it in the box with the microphone that came with it. Um, yeah, so fine put it on there. So there you guys go. A little more better. So yeah. Anyways, Tiffany Stratton's theme hits next, and she spends some tiffy time staring at the Queen the Ring tournament crown at the start of the entrance area. Stratton sells in the ring as Corey Graves and Wade Barrett walk us through the brackets for SmackDown side of the Queen of the Ring tourney. The bell then sounds, and our first match of the evening gets underway. Belair and Stratton lock up, and Belair muscles Stratton into the corner against the turnbuckles. The two have a clean break, and Belair poses to the crowd before they re-engage. After another lockup, Belair backed Stratton into the corner again. After another break, they traded shoves before Stratton slapped Belair. Belair charged Stratton, but Stratton moved and pulled Belair down by a hair. Belair lands a big shot and then gets a waist lock and tosses Stratton down to the mat. Belair hangs on and then Stratton and takes Stratton down again. Belair made a cover for a 2 count. Belair landed a clothesline. Stratton came off the ropes and ducked under Belair. Belair laid on the mat and Stratton landed a kick. Stratton dragged Belair to the corner by her hair. Again, Stratton stomped Belair in the corner. Belair countered a whip and charged. Stratton got a boot up. Belair countered Stratton with a gutbuster. Belair bounced off the ropes with a moonsault and made the cover for a 2 count. Belair sold her knee. Belair took Stratton to the corner and blasted away with punches. Belair pulled Stratton down and Stratton rolled to the floor. Stratton grabbed Belair's hair and pulled her down. Belair injured her leg on the middle rope. Stratton took Belair to the outside and whipped her into the steps. Knee first. Belair sold her knee in pain on the floor. On that note, Grace and Bear took us into our first commercial break of the evening. When we return, we see Stratton in a bridge while cranking on the softened up leg of Belair in a unique submission hold. Belair yells in pain and slowly crawls to the ropes to break the hold. Belair kicks Stratton out to the floor, back inside the ring. Belair hits a big move on a bum wheel, which she sells. Afterwards, she hits a big spine buster on Stratton and goes for the cover, but only gets a count of two. Belair gets a double underhooks and hoists Stratton up in jaded fashion, but Stratton rolls through for a pin attempt. Bianca kicks out and gets Tiffy up the KOD, but Stratton avoids it. Stratton takes over from there and hits a hip attack to Belair in the corner, followed by a running double stomp for a close 2 count of her own. The Jacksonville crowd breaks out in an EST chant as Stratton continues to take it to the EST of WWE. Belair hits a German suplex that sends Stratton floating over and crashing onto her face. She goes for the cover, but Stratton kicks out before the count of two. A loud "This is awesome" chant spreads throughout V-Star Veterans Memorial Arena as both recover. Belair grabs Stratton but Stratton holds onto the skirting around the ring apron. The ref fixes it after she lets go and Stratton gets in a cheap shot and capitalizes with a big move for a super close 2 count. Tiffany goes up for the prettiest moonsault ever, but Belair cuts her off and on one good leg, hoists her up off the top and connects with her KOD finish for the win. With the victory, Belair advances in the Queen of the Ring and will face the winner of tonight's Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill bout. So winner and advancing Bianca Belair. Alright, backstage segment coming up, or promo, whatever. After the match, Graves and Barrett talk about the announcement last week that WWS champion Logan Paul will be the next challenger for WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes at the upcoming WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024 Premium Live event in Jeddah and Saudi Arabia. Video package airs to show footage from last week's face-to-face Cody and Logan. Then we shoot live backstage. We see Logan walking the halls. He approaches SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis of Office and Paul Aldis with LA Knight. Knight smirks in Logan's face. Aldis tells Logan this way, and the two head into his office. Knight smiles real big as we head to another commercial break. When we return, we see footage of WWE stars at the naval station Mayport from Jacksonville, then footage of servicemen from the area who are shown in uniform in the crowd as part of WWE Military Appreciation Month. Alright, so live backstage, here we go. Live backstage, we see Brian Saxon standing by with the other half of the WWE World Women's Tag Team Champions, Jade Cargill. Saxon asks her about her Queen of the Ring showdown tonight against Nia Jax. She says she's all about Jax, but to her, she's just in her way. Belair approaches Cargill, excited, asks how her knee is. Belair says it's fine. If she's got to stand across the ring from her next week. Jane tells her they'll take things one step at a time. Belair tells her to go do her thing. Jane heads off and we shoot back inside the arena. Alright, next match, King of the Ring, Tama Tonga versus LA Knight. So yeah, King of the Ring tournament match. Here we go. Grace and Barrett are shown in commentary days talking about the new approved bloodline. We see footage for Solos Agoas talk with Paul Heyman last week when we claim Roman Reigns in charge, blah blah. We see Tama Tonga packing up for action. The bloodline locker room and Solo tells him it's time. He walks off. Heyman asks Solo if he's talked to Roman today. Solo says all the time, Wiseman, and walks out. We shoot over to Captain Kelly, who is standing by with LA Knight, who is now in his ring gear. The megastar talks confidently about his King of the Ring showdown against Tama Tonga tonight. Walk up Carmelo Hayes to cut him off. He introduces himself tonight as the newest addition to SmackDown from the 2024 WWE Draft. Knight says there's certain things about Hayes that reminds him of Tom Brady. He asks who the first draft pick was the year Brady was drafted. He says he doesn't remember either. Knight tells Hayes to go play somewhere because he's busy. He walks off. Back inside the arena, Tama Tonga's theme hits. Now it comes accompanied by the rest of the bloodline. He sells inside the ring for first King of the Ring quarterfinal bouts scheduled for tonight's show. That night, we shift gears and head to a quick pre-match commercial break. When we return from the break, Knight's theme hits, and out comes the megastar to a rock star reception for the dual crowd. The bell sounds, and this one gets started. Knight gets to an early offensive lead, but after the Bloodline members hop on opposite sides of the ring apron, Knight is distracted and Tonga takes over. We head into a mid-match break. On that note, oh shoot, that was weird. I'm sorry, guys. On that note, when we turn, Knight fights back into the lead until interference from the Bloodline form of Sosikoa and Knight being taken out by Tonga, who picks up the win advantage and the King of the Ring turning after the match. We head to our break. Winner advancing, Tama Tonga. Alright, we have a WWE King of the Ring contract signing for Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. As we saw back in the from the break, we see LA Knight backstage with blood on his shoulder. When once again he is approached by Carmelo Hayes. Hayes sarcastically taunts him over not getting the job done against Tama Tonga. This leads to Knight shoving Hayes and the two being pulled apart. Back inside the arena, we see SmackDown GM Nick Aldis in the ring, which is decked out with a table and chairs for the WWE King and the Queen of the Ring Joseph 24 contract signing between WWE Universal Champion Cody Rhodes and WWE United States Champion Logan Paul. The thing for Logan Paul hits Pressure Prime, the entrance, blah blah, catching hits out Jacksonville premiere with because they're from because he was in AEW, that's why. Cody heads to the ring as the Duval sing along with his theme makes way down for the PLE title defense, finishing the story, capturing the WWE Universal Championship. Music dies down and two take the respective seats. Rose talks about how it's about enough of Logan because he's not a true fan of pro wrestling that he teases becoming a Grand Slam champion and says Logan should put his title on the line as well. Logan says he's heard all this before. The last guy said this. He asked if Cody is trying to stall right now. The fans chant "You suck" at him. Logan Paul gets ready to sign the contract but stops and rips it in half. He says he didn't agree to the terms in the deal. He says he agreed to fight Cody for the Universal Championship only. He did not deserve to put his U.S. title on the line. He says he expected this, so he had his lawyer draw up a contract. He says this one looks good to me. He tells Nick to get this done and hands the SmackDown GM revised contract. All this says he's had about enough of Logan's broadly haired entourage. He says this isn't what they agreed to his office. He said he's not going to stand for it. Logan's lawyer cuts in and asks if Aldis is threatening his client. Cody tells everyone to hold on. Cody tells Aldis it's okay. He knows how he gets when he gets mad. He tells Aldis he's doing a good job running SmackDown. He tells him to let he and Logan finish up their paperwork. Logan tells Jacksonville that he signed the contract. He says Cody has not done anything to deserve a shot at his U.S. title. Logan says, like his brother, Jake Paul's next opponent will sign the contract. Big Boy, in reference to the infamous time Mike Tyson told Bob Sapp to sign the contract. Big Boy signed the contract at a K1 event for a potential fight between the two, which of course never happened. Cody tells Logan Tyson is going to knock his brother out, and in Saudi Arabia, a future of WWE Hall of Famer is going to beat you. He says, if you want me to sign the contract, then fine. He signs it, and he then goes after Logan, who runs out too. So he turns and puts one of the security guards through the table. Logan watches on from ringside and yells off mic to Cody in the ring as Cody's theme plays again to an eventful contract signing segment. Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill coming up next, which is the Queen of the Ring match. Backstage, Kathy Kelly gets a word with Nia Jax, who says Jade Cargill is everything people say as who is ever whoever. She's not going to win the Queen of the Ring. Nia Jax says she is. She walks off as her theme hits inside of the arena. Excuse me, guys. The camera follows her out, and she makes her way to the ring for our second and final Queen of the Ring quarterfinal bout of the evening. As Jack sells in square circle with shit gears and to pre-match commercial right when we return, the theme for Jade Cargill hits and out comes one half the theme WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. The bell sounds. We're fresh off and running with this one, where the winner will beat Bianca Belair in the SmackDown semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tourney. Jade takes the early offensive lead over Nia and outgunning her in the power department and blasting her so hard she crashes her through the ropes and out to the floor. Back in the ring, the same thing happens a second time. Nia eventually takes over on the floor and beats Jade. She grabs a steel chair and goes to use it, but Jade stops her and takes the chair and blasts Nia with it. Damn. So the referee sees this and calls for the bell. Nia gets the win via disqualification. Upon hearing this, goes back to work. Jade goes back to work on Nia, grabbing her by the throat and blasting her with knees. They both crash onto the floor over the barricade at ringside. They get back up and exchange shots as a crowd chants bullshit. Yeah, right. It is bullshit. This forces the audio on the broadcast to be muted for long chunks of time. Officials run out to break them up. They are broken, but Jay goes back out after passing through the security and attacking her again. They are split apart once more, and we head to another commercial break on that note. So, winner via disqualification and advancing Nia Jax. Damn, I didn't want her to win. Shit. Alright, next match is DIY versus Lego the Phantasm. When we return for the break, we hear the familiar sounds of DIY's theme. Out comes the duo of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. They settle inside the square circle where their opponents for tonight's Lego the Phantasm are waiting for them. The A-Town Down Under duo of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are introduced on special guest commentary for this match. The bell sounds and official offering with this one. Gargano and Humberto kick things off for the respective teams and allow Johnny Wrestling chants spread throughout via Star Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville. After some early back and forth action, we shift gears into mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see DIY turn things up a notch. Gargano hits, dives, and through the ropes on both sides of the ring and heads back inside the square circle to finish this one off of getting DIY with a big win. After the match, DIY stands on the ropes and stares down the tag team champions A-Town Down Under, who stand on commentary desk and pose with their titles as they stare back at Gargano. So winners are DIY. Alright, man, event time coming out. King of the Ring match. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes. Main event time. Graves and Barrett talk about the QR production glitches in recent weeks and show footage of the WWE Twitch account being hacked this week. Backstage, Byron Saxton is standing by with a dejected AJ Styles, who talks about his run of bad luck lately. He mentions a meeting with Nick Aldis next week where he'll learn more and walks off. Back inside the arena, Randy Orton's theme hits. Out comes the Viper as introduced by new SmackDown ring announcer Alicia Taylor. The future of WWE Hall of Fame legend makes his way to the ring for our second match and final match of the King of the Ring quarterfinal match of the evening. Split screen footage of Randy Orton's appearance at the UFC on ESPN event from St. Louis last weekend is shown. Orton settles inside the ring to a big pop from the Jacksonville crowd. He means Carmelo Hayes to find out who advances to the SmackDown final match in the quarter tourney next week against Tama Tonga. As Orton wraps his ring entrance, we should get into a pre-match commercial right when we return. We see Bayley for backstage interview. Bayley's caught up by Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, who pretend to be asleep because how boring Bayley is. Bayley tells them she'll see them next week. She pops back in the camera shot and says, "I'll see you next week in the ring." The WWE Women's Champion walks off laughing as Green and Niven look nervous back inside the arena. Carmelo Hayes theme hits. The former WWE NXT World Champion stops and poses by glass, blah blah blah. King returns, resells in square circle with the bell sounds to get to running, blah blah. Orton and Hayes stare each other down. Hayes kicks the back of Orton's leg, which drops him to one knee. Hayes licks up his palm and smacks Orton in the back of the head. Bad idea. Hayes stands and taunts Orton as he looks shocked at what Hayes just did. Hayes shrugs his shoulders and pushes Orton, who blasts him with a kick to bread basket before violently sending him shoulder first into the ring post through the turnbuckles in the corner. He goes this a second time and then goes to work on Hayes on the floor, bouncing him off the commentary desk. On that note, we head to a match commercial break as the action continues. When we return, Hayes is in the offensive driver's seat and delivering punishment to the Viper. Orton starts to fight back and hits his trademark draping DDT spot off the middle rope. He goes into Viper mode, pounding the mat and hitting an RKO out of nowhere for the win. With the win, Orton advances to face Tama Tonga in the SmackDown semifinal for the King of the Ring. After the match, Orton is interviewed in the ring, but immediately cut off by Tama Tonga's theme. Out he comes with the Bloodline. Orton cuts him off and says, since they're doing introductions, allow him to introduce himself to the man who is going to introduce his foot up Tamatonga's ass next week, and remind him that RKO are the three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. That's how this week's show goes on and all stuff. So, anyways, it was kind of a good show tonight and stuff, but a little weird with that video that showed on that Twitch, you know. But anyways, we all know it's gonna be Uncle Howdy and all that stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, it was good tonight, and yeah, except Jake Cargill versus Nia Jax, man. Golly, that sucked big time. I can't believe it was a disqualification match. They should have restarted the match, but whatever, it is what it is. But anyways, that was it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And well, it's gonna be today, but anyways, um, yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 years since we've been doing this videos and here in this room. So, I mean, sorry about the mess right here and all that stuff, but I'm trying to clean everything. But anyways, hope you see you guys in the apartment, and like, subscribe, favorite, hit that bell button or whatever you guys want to do. I don't care. Anyways, that was it. See you all in the next video, and see you guys in the apartment. Laters.